what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. We really do appreciate it. And guys, we are here for P Valley Season 2, Episode 3, titled Demethrius. What does it mean? What is the significance? Let's talk about it. They actually don't have a plot right there. It says add a plot in your own language, but we just gonna run with it. But nah, guys, it's me, B. Avery, with Just My Opinion Reviews. I got my girl Tyra right here with Reviewz TV. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm fine.
You fine? Oh, you don't sound that happy and enthusiastic,
I'm
but
ready. I'm just ready because I
okay.
told you.
Okay. Well, guys, this is Tyra right here. If you love what we have to say in this recap review, our handles are on the screen. Her information is in the description box of this video. And like always, you can head over to my channel tab. Bam, she's right there on that second row. This is what her channel looks like. Please go ahead and subscribe and help her reach her next milestone of 1 billion subscribers. No, but this is gonna be spoilers. Okay, full spoilers. We're gonna spoil it up, down, left, right, in and out, as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. Tara does not know how I feel. I don't know how she feels. Ma'am, I'm dying to know because I have so much to say. Let us know how you feel about this episode. The floor is yours.
Oh, man, I had so much anticipation because we had a lot lingering for this relationship between Lil Murder and Big Tech, and you're a little bit on the fence, like, Tyra, I don't see it. And I thought we would develop something a little bit more discreetly, and it will kind of unfold later. I was not expecting all of that this episode so soon, and I was gladly like watching it kind of like this. Because it was a lot to take in at that moment. But for the most part, I was like, damn, what is B gonna do? How's he gonna react? But most of all, I
told you. You did tell me. I didn't see it. You was like that. You saw the writing on the wall with the black light and all that, and I missed it. And apparently everybody else did too. I know over at Lamont with Life Gains, his crew, extended family over there, they kind of peep game as well, but I didn't pick it up. But yeah, you went right to it. I guess the scene that everybody's gonna talk about. I don't know. I'm projecting. But what else? Is there that you liked the episode though, or are you saying that ruined it for you, or you just didn't expect that?
No. I enjoyed the episode. I was surprised for them to kind of go the Black Lives Matter kind of route with this episode. That was different. I wasn't expecting that, but it looks like they're touching on some social commentary a little bit. We already had the pandemic, and now we have that here, so that was different. But I did enjoy the episode for the most part.
I will agree with that aspect of the Black Lives Matter, the social commentary. That is the best parts of the show, is the social commentary with the pandemic, because we're still in the midst of that. Some people are saying we're at the tail end, but then, hey, cases are picking back up. I think I heard somebody else say that, it's going to get real horrible again in the coming months in the fall. And then, of course, the police brutality of Black Lives Matter. That is the best part of the show overall to me. Like I said, is that social commentary, and that ties in with the title of the episode, Demethrius, or Demethrius, if I don't know if I'm pronouncing it the right way, but that is the Roulette's brother. Because she was really I liked her in this episode, but at the same time she frustrated the hell out of me. Even going back to episode 3 as what is her name? Brazil. What are the other stripper? It starts. Is it
Whisper?
Not Whisper. Is it? I'm gonna say Broadzilla. That's not it. It's Brazil. It's there's a stripper. The one that she beat up. Her name is Brazilian or something.
Brazilian.
I'm sorry. I messed up. Tyra, I messed up a name. They're gonna rip me up in the comments. It's coming right now. God damn it, B. Damn, you don't pay attention. You don't get a. Why don't you write it down? But no, because she got called out for the dick sucking lips, and I'm gonna circle back around. That was a nice ass woman, but we got an emotional scene from Roulette when she was crying watching the news when they were having the kickback in the club at the Pink, and she's like, "Man, y'all always get away with this." Talking to the white dude, I like that some people may be upset, but I like that she just separated in groups, as in white people non-white people, white supremacists. That's kind of how I look at things. And she's like, I look, I know you done ran up in here in the club with us and you party and you parlay, but no, right now I look at you as a different group. You know why? You know you down here in the trenches with us, but at the same time, if you wanted to go rub elbows with these people that are killing us, you could do that. You know, so I was like, oh, okay, Roulette. I like that. I like that realization that she got right there, and she just tired of it. All throughout racism, white supremacy, black people just snap sometimes. It's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. And I think that was her. I mean, it probably was a launching point when her brother died, but to me that was the best scene in the whole episode, with you know, time to her brother, you know.
Guess seeing a softer side to her and seeing that there's more to her and maybe a reason why she has this hard exterior and keeps telling people that she came from hell. She's not really forthcoming with information about herself, but you do see that. And also just her moves just as a stripper, or even her body, because she does kind of have like that pro wrestler look about herself. But we do learn that, you know, she picked up some moves from the brother and the wrestling, and she was quite defensive though. She did not like being called out, but I'm like, where's the lie? You are the one with the disagreements, ma'am.
Right.
If you, I think that we kind of see that she's not proud, because if she was, I don't think it was more than I don't want to get caught up and be, you know, banned from stripping in the club. It seemed like it came with a little bit of shame on her part. And you know, she's embarrassed for it, and she's kicking ass. But not only that, we do see that she kind of forms a bond with God, what is the bouncer? Not the bouncer, Big L.
Right.
She Big L, the Mr. Everything in the club. And it's kind of like, I saw you, you saw me, and it kind of looks like they made an alliance this episode. So it'll be interesting to see what that means later.
Exactly, and well said, ma'am. I'm trying to get to the point I was trying to make, but I'm loving everything that you're saying right now, because I want to repeat everything you just said. They did create some type of bond. You know, you don't say shit, I won't say shit. Yeah, you was sucking dick getting out the car, but what was y'all doing? Moving weight, these Oxycontin, and I think it was sardine cans. I can't remember exactly. So they're gonna have some type of code of silence right there. But it was also funny when he was trying to sit her down and talk to her. She was like, I didn't come in here for no mother effing therapy session. You know, I bust out laughing right there. So as far as Roulette is concerned, that is one of the things that I'm loving about the show.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, Tara, that overall, I really didn't care for this episode. I struggle with it to the point to where I'm thinking about abandoning the show. And I really don't want to, because if I say I'm going to recap something and review it, I want to, you know, start it from beginning to end. But at the same time, I don't want to hate watch it. You know, and the scene came at the end. You were talking about, you was like this. I had to skip forward a little bit. I tried to be mature. I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch this.
I was like this for all of 2 seconds, but I appreciated a lot about the scene. I thought that it was a lot of parallels within the episode, because we do get a similar scene between Mercedes and the wife. And I was wondering, you know, the dynamics, male, females, whomever, or, you know, preferences of what people want to see. Like, there will be a lot of people like, oh God, like, yes, I'm down to see this. This is all we get, you know, some girl on girl action, versus seeing a similar love scene between 2 men. Then it's just kind of like, oh, this is not anything I want to see. But I did actually it was, I'm not gonna act like I was like, oh my goodness, I just wasn't expecting it. But I thought the scene was handled quite beautifully, actually. And I like that it wasn't just sex for sex sake. They kind of softened it up, which they shouldn't have to, because I think at this point we do need to get accustomed to seeing same-sex couples, you know, have engage in many forms on TV, because we just have not seen it as much. It's more in the forefront now, but I think they softened it for the audience, and kind of put kid gloves on with Big Tech throughout this episode. You see that he's struggling really, really, really hard with the aspects of not only being out of jail, but the brutality. And I think you have Guap, the manager. He is just completely ignorant to the fact. It's more so, you know, oh, this black person is getting hurt in the street, blah, 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 blah. What was he doing to put himself there? You know, he had to do something. He's placing the blame, and Big Tech is just really struggling throughout the episode of, you know, what it is to be a black man throughout the episode. episode. So he was really domineering this episode, and it kind of softened it that he was there for him in that way, and it kind of turned into, you know, the sexual aspect then, and kind of displayed their relationship on a different level, that it's not just sex with them and just the forehead kiss and all that. Like, I saw some sensitivity there, and it wasn't just, you know, just blunt sex for no reason. He was trying to be there for him in that moment. So I appreciated it for that. But I didn't have it was a lot. I was shocked, but I didn't have a problem with it.
Uh, well said. You know, you told us how you feel and why you feel that way, and I
Yeah.
can do nothing but respect that.
Yeah.
I disagree though.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, you said it was beautifully made. The whole thing was just kind of weird for me. Like his character, for one. I mean, I know he's got. I know he has a condition mentally. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's been locked up. He's been in confinement, solitude confinement for the
Yeah.
longest. You know, I always remember that line from the last episode. Is like the bottom of the bottom of the ocean, how dark it was. That can
Yeah.
really mess you up. However, his performance in this episode was a roller coaster. Sometimes he was on it, like
Yeah.
when they was outside, and first of all, that stupid game that they playing when they keep winking at each other and dying. I'm like, stop it, I don't want to see that no more.
I
But
was thinking about that. Once I did, you know, when you interview something on your review something on your own, you kind of peep different stuff. With that game, I was like, they're foreshadowing something. Somebody's gonna die, and I felt like throughout the episode, the what is the loving, nice? I just came here to make peace manager. What is his manager's name? Lil Waldy, I think
yeah,
that's his name.
water, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I felt like they've been foreshadowing him to die or for something to happen to him, because, you know, it's always that innocent person that gets hit. But I felt like, you know, maybe they're foreshadowing that something's gonna happen to someone. And his Big Tech was all over the place, and he was emotionally, but I think they were just trying to show us just how off the rails he is. I was like, damn, like, y'all, he needs help.
Right,
He needs
he does,
help.
but that's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at though. Like it was
Yeah.
and well said, and we'll put a pin in that to see if you're correct with your notion, thinking that a Wardy or somebody's gonna die.
Somebody.
We'll see, because you was right about this, about their relationship. But when they was outside on the car posted up, when what Gidget was like, you know, not Gidget, she was there, but not
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes, Keyshawn,
Yeah,
Mississippi. Yeah,
Mississippi.
my bottom bitch, and you know, they was having fun outside the car. When the
Yeah.
news came, oh, the promoter was like, "Oh man, I wonder what that nigga did." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Why he got to do something?" That's what Big Tech said. The acting right there was great. I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. Like that's just why is that the first thing that you're going to? You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to empathize with all that. But then when they was in the motel room and
Yeah.
he's
She
stomping
was.
tables, it was cringy. I was like, "Oh my god!" And it was just like that for me for his whole
Mm-hmm.
his whole performance throughout this episode. It just I don't know. It was just
A lot.
it didn't come across authentic. And
Yeah.
then you use this Black Lives Matter real life nightmare horror movie that everybody can relate to, whether you're black, white, yellow, or brown, and then use that as, and then they start having sex. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, we
Yeah.
all emotionally involved, and then your character, and then you putting a condom on your mouth, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, y'all may beat me up in the comments for that, but I'm not gonna get me wrong. Like you
No,
said
no, not
earlier,
at
hold
all.
on. And it's just what I've said, and also I'm just gonna briefly talk about this right now. Andre, god damn, I cannot stand his character. It makes no sense why they wrote him so bad.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. And the thing is none of the characters really seem happy, and everybody seems reluctant on every decision they make, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I don't know, when I binge watched season one, I was like, okay, I went in, I put my tippy toe in first. I was like, no, I like this show. It's a good flow. I like it. You know, the strippers exist. Uncle Clifford's funny. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. People are saying check out season two. I'm gonna check it out. You know, because I enjoy season one.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't know, this episode right here. I'm gonna give episode 5 a try,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, we'll see if y'all don't see
Yeah.
episode 6. then hey, you know what the deal is. But I just had to that we 15 minutes in, and that was like the longest intro that I've ever tried to give. I was just trying to talk about, where my brief opinion on it, but we touched on a lot of
No,
things. So I
I
guess
had to dive because I knew that we were going to disagree in that aspect because I mean, because it wasn't just Mercedes, because I was like, damn, they're just hitting us with sex this episode because we do have a situation with Andre's wife. And I was like, well, wow, this is a whole lot going on. I just didn't expect that yet again because I was like, oh, okay, they're really going in. And then when it turned into that, it was more so shocked, like, oh my God, he's kind of cheating on Clifford, even though they're, whatever. But I just saw it as
no.
them as hey, I just saw it as them trying to reflect on the depth of their relationship because it was more than sex to me. There was some sincerity about it, even though it was just the depths of, oh, this kind of goes beyond prison or whatever. They have a real relationship, and I feel like that was reflected in the end when it's like, nigga, you ain't never wrote me no postcard, like I
You
just saw I saw some emotion in it, but outside of it just being sex.
yeah, that the last thing you said, you saw more than being just sex. So to you, is this the first time, or they've done this before?
Oh, they've done this before, most definitely. I feel
Most
like that
definitely.
this was, a whole. You see how comfortable they were. They were extremely comfortable. That I think that's why it was a bit graphic and him the whole condom on the mouth thing. I think it was to show like and just the emotion that they had behind it and the a forehead kiss says a lot and it wasn't just spit and thrust and it
Oh,
was I'm just saying there was lube and everything involved and it just seemed like Lil Murder he cared for him at that moment and even just to say, even though I am quite involved, emotionally with Uncle Clifford, even though we're having our bouts, you need me at this moment. Now, if it needed to go beyond the forehead kissing, but that's just them. But even just that, I think it's been 6 months at this point since he's interacted with Clifford very much. So it was just like, maybe we need each other in this moment and we're gonna be here and we engaged in this way. But this was definitely not the first time.
you kind of confused me because you was
But
talking about Big Tech and Little Murder, and then Little
yeah,
Murder and Clifford. But I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm gonna touch on the Clifford thing towards the end. To
yeah.
me, no, it was just it was manipulative. He took advantage of him. Like, okay, this dude is emotionally a roller coaster right now. But
Yeah.
when it comes to Big Tech here, I'm just saying, and guys shouldn't do this, but guys know how to take advantage of women when y'all emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I mean, we learned a long time ago. Like, if a woman it breaks up with a guy, the fastest way for her to get over him is to get under another dude. I've
Mm-hmm.
experienced that. Tons of women have told me that themselves, and guys know to take advantage of that because I've it's in conversation. I don't,
Yes.
a decent amount. I'm just saying throughout the years of me growing up, and so I don't know. I could be
Outlets. No,
I could be
no,
wrong, but I
that's
could.
plausible. That's
So
plausible because we do, get that text message in the end. Maybe he was expecting, like, you know what, I haven't gotten anything from Clifford this entire time. Maybe it is what it is. Maybe I do need to, take advantage of whatever I can. So that is a possibility. And, you have your stance and I have mine. I, absolutely do not think it was that. And if you
right
were
on.
trying to make those kind of moves, Big Tech and his erratic behavior, that would be the last person that you needed to do that with.
Yeah, it just seemed like, and it's hard. I mean, I don't want to get into stereotypes, but I don't see the hard exterior that we see from his character. I'm not
Yeah.
everybody's emotional, everybody, but it's such a large jump. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing a good job of articulating my words here. It's just a complete 180. Like,
Yeah.
he goes from like to like softy. Well, at the
Yeah.
same time, we just saw that with Mike Tyson a few months ago or last
Yeah.
year. The
Yeah.
dude knocking people out. First round, just monster beasts. And
Mhm.
but on social media, you see him crying. It's like, whoa, you ain't never seen Mike like this before. So maybe I'm tripping. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I
she's,
think that's
she's,
the
she
idea.
said, maybe I'm tripping. Yeah.
That's the idea of their relationship. Even on the inside, they can be their most sincere selves only with each other. That's why we maybe see those barriers break down
Right.
because they're alone.
Right. And you know what? And to eat some crow, I said that with Little Murder in the last episode because he acts
Mhm.
this way outside, but when he was in the room with Keyshawn, he
Yeah.
was a soft care bear. Not saying anything's wrong with soft care bears, but we've talked about how people stunt. Um, you know, um, how people live one life, a certain lifestyle online, opposed to
Yeah.
in reality. But
We got to move on.
yeah, right. But she was not that prominent in this episode, but your girl is back in the
Oh
club
Lord.
trying to burn all that divorce money, having a good old time. She double masked too. Shout out to all the look at her. She had a mask on, a shield, all that. She was like, I'm not letting nothing get in my way of having fun and popping my ass, and I'm not mad at her, but Tyra, I gotta ask you, man, has anybody ever sneezed in your face like this before ever? I mean, damn, that's gross.
No.
I
First of
don't.
all,
Oh my god.
that whole situation was fucking hilarious. I
Oh
have been
my god.
saying since like 2 episodes ago, if y'all don't get Toy checked, Toy has been sneezing and blaming it on allergies for like 3 episodes now, and it's progressing to get worse. I'm like, why is it all? Oh, get the Lysol, get the no, go get tested. When is anybody gonna get
Yes.
tested? We
Need
need to
to.
have that
Uh,
happen. But just the fact that she was so comfortable, you're comfortable with all the like people are the I'm like, she just happened to be a fucking health inspector.
stunting in
But
a
it was
stunting.
funny because she's like making it rain, living her best fucking life. But it's still like, yes, and then as soon as somebody sneezes on you, like, oh, you just popped your whole coochie in my face. Well, girl, you just sneezed. Oh no, you need to move. Like,
Man, like that is nasty, man.
that,
Her
that was
whole
that
her
was
whole mouth
hilarious.
was open.
Oh, it was
Oh, she
disgusting.
did. Sneeze. Oh God.
And then
Like,
like no, as soon as you get sneezed on, it's a
yeah.
deal breaker. Meanwhile,
Right,
nobody
right,
in here is wearing a mask.
right,
All the strippers shaking ass in your face aren't wearing much of anything or a
right,
mask. Like this is an unsanitary situation anyway.
right.
With how she wanted a private dance, like she living her best life, but for her to go and just shut the shit down, like what were you in here
Real
for if
whack.
you were that cautious?
Real whack right there. Just don't go your way. I want to take my ball and go home ass looking. It's horrible. It's horrible. And $25,000
She said
in
11.
24 hours. Like,
She said 11.
Tyler, don't you like how the price just dropped so quick like that? You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm not
Soon as,
going to put my business out in the street.
you know
It
what
can
I'm
go
saying?
down to
Yeah.
11.
That's crazy. That's a hell of a jump right there. You got, no. Flexing your power. And like, no, you want no 25K. You was gonna pocket that money yourself. People are scandalous out here, man. People are scandalous. But now, guys, if you're gonna go to the club, man, I'm not telling nobody to not get vaccinated. I'm not telling you to get vaccinated. But whatever you do, at least wear your mask, and don't get mad and bitter and want to take your ball and go home because nobody likes that. Nobody
So
likes a
funny.
party pooper.
Funny. I even love Clifford. Clifford literally has a piece of lace around his face. Like, bitch, we wearing our mask. Like, no,
Yeah.
Clifford, you have on a rhinestone lace fixture. That's
Right.
not a mask.
Right. Pretending like he's like yeah, you seen it. Now, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Her name is it's like Brazil or something. I can't remember it, but
got whooped. If you gonna
yeah,
talk shit, you gotta back it up. You gotta make sure you can fight. Damn.
you did. Look at her all on IG bleeding. That's horrible. She losing subscribers. She losing followers. Like, hell no, I can't follow somebody to get their ass whooped. You ain't sexy no more. And then she talking about your stomach. What she say? Your stomach, your belly button look like open mouth. I was like, golly. But like you said, man, a hit dog will holler. And if you're gonna be a sex worker, at least be proud about it.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to do it at first because of the ban, because of the rules.
Yeah.
But then when he put that ban out there, somebody told me a ban was 10K. We got a lot of opinions. Some people said 100, some people said 1,000, some people said 10,000. Yeah.
They slid her 100K for a blowjob.
Yeah. We got all of 100K, 10K, 1K, $100. So I still don't know how much a band is. We asked you.
it's $1,000. Okay,
Yeah,
nobody can
we're
tell
gonna
me any
right,
difference. If
right,
you
right.
handing over 10K, Mercedes getting 10K to pop off and
Yeah,
receive head in the goddamn whole luxury hotel. So I don't want to hear nothing about
yeah.
her getting
10K.
$10K.
I'm getting more than a blowjob. We smashing all night. We doing everything for 10K. So it
So
has to
why
be a
she
thousand
getting her
dollars.
money's worth? That's
Right,
what it costs for 10K.
right. But a hit dog hollers, like you said, she's reluctant on it. I mean, that's just another reason why I was like, I don't. I think somebody put in the comments like, I don't want to see Gail, Bean do any more dick sucking roles anymore because
Oh, Snowball.
yeah, because that's what she was doing to Snowfall. I mean, I'm more sympathetic because that was a true story and the crack epidemic and
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know, guys. Y'all can beat me up in the
Yeah,
comments,
and
but it's
it's
just
crazy because I watched an interview with her, and she was like, "I just felt like I needed to do something completely different from my Snowfall role and show, some variety, some range in my acting. And I think, Roulette is going to be that for me." And I was like, okay.
interesting.
I mean,
Okay.
it's different. It's a different role. We can't just, equate head to the same role.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But here's a little bonding
Yes,
moment between
the
them two.
alliance.
Right. Now that was cool right there. Now, towards the end of this episode, we got Andre talking about he running for mayor, but we also have Miss Patrice too talking
Oh,
possibly talking about the same thing. So that's just something interesting right there that we have brewing up and all
the
that good
paint
stuff.
is shut down. Did you see the girls? I see you skip the picture of the viral girls. Like, if we can't go to the paint, then where can we go? It ain't like, where can we go? I was like, oh, they already got where the money resides. Like, they
Right,
really showing love to all of the social,
right, right, right,
like the
right,
people who went viral.
right. I thought your girl was not gonna be back, Gidget, but she's here.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was cool. She was cool. And this is what I was talking about earlier about how his acting, Big Tech or Big T or
Yeah.
whatever. It was fine in this scene right here, but later
Mhm.
on it was kind of all over the place. So, what do you think about this ghost though, Ghost Montavious? How that's haunting
Uh-oh.
Haley? What is that? How you feeling about all that right there? Because she's
Well,
sleeping. She's sleeping
yeah.
in the club. In the club, she got a little
Yeah.
knapsack back there, but she's seeing ghosts. And I think I
Mhm.
don't know if I got it. Oh, we got the image right there. You see the hat?
Yeah.
He's back. Like
Yeah.
this is what you think of the supernatural elements of this show
Uh,
right here?
Right now, I'm really feeling like it's a bit much because we already have a lot of things going on in the show. This is just, means for us to take the show even further and situations further because supernatural can go so many ways. So I'm just like, well, damn, what does this mean? Like,
Right.
it's one thing for it to be, hey, the sheriff, they're inquiring about his murder and looking around and them trying to keep things under wraps. But for him to come back as a ghost, I really don't know how to feel about that yet. But I'm just not. It's not doing anything for me at the moment.
Yeah, and Haley's not the only one that's kind of getting haunted because your boy Diamond is
Yes.
trying to bring in this stuff too, and
Mm-hmm.
he's hallucinating literally.
Yeah.
He the floor is turning to water. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming is that like a foreshadowing that they threw the body in the bottom of a lake
Well,
or something
no,
like that?
Diamond got rid of the body. He's the one who
Right.
I believe that he did, get rid of the body, maybe put it in the swamp or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah.
I think that's maybe hunting him. But yeah, I was like, get the hell out of the pink Diamond.
Yeah. I think this is a clear indication that they threw the body in the water, in the swamp,
Yeah.
the river, or the lake, or something like that. Big, they're like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Hmm.
Bring this stuff out here. So, yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. I have a question I got to ask you about her, but we're gonna save that for later. But this is what I do want to talk about right here. Another thing that just frustrated the hell out of me is your boy Andre. He comes home to the wife. Hey, baby, I'm home. I got your favorite ice cream. Got some chocolates. We can watch a movie. I'm surprising ya. And he walks in to his wife
Yes.
sucking her co-worker's dick
Yeah.
in his bed.
Yeah.
In his bed. She wasn't having
Mhm.
sex with him. She was sucking his oh. And that sucks right there. He has every right to get mad, to be irate,
Mhm.
to raise some hell. He choking the dude. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Baby, get off of him. Please stop. You're hurting him. No, I'm sorry. No, you're gonna make it worse. Fuck everybody.
You are crazy.
Tara, how in the world does the power flip and she getting mad at him. How's he talking about? I came home to ask you for permission. What? You had the audacity, I'm gonna give you a job and you're gonna go apply for this. What is wrong with you? You ain't gonna win. No. Oh, you Tyra, I wanted to rip my TV off the wall and break in half. That is so weak to me, Tyra.
I'm so frustrated with the treatment that they've given Andre's wife in the show as a whole. Because first of all, let's just get into the looks. Because maybe by I think the most recent episode, I was like, damn, why did y'all give her the choice to give her the mask rash, the line across her face? I do know she works in the medical field, and it's just like, well, maybe it was to show just how hard she's working. But from the beginning, every time we've seen her, she looks a bit lackluster in comparison to Haley. Or I'm just saying, it's just like, and just from the very beginning, you know, she has. It's like they've gone out of her way to, you know, make her a bit ashy, just to make her a little bit more unappealing than, you know, Miss Haley. And then not only do we have him lust and follow and clamor and try to, you know, the phone sex, everything but the actual sex with Haley, but he has, for the most part, been emotionally and kind of physically, in a way, cheating for a minute. And then we have her kind of do everything right and be supportive, but then we take this episode and snatch it away and give him reason to, you know, oh, because you see in the episode, as soon, I don't think 5 minutes went by and he was in Haley's face. Well, my wife cheated on me. Oh, you needed a reason. We needed a reason to connect the two and just have them, you know, form their strong alliance, which we saw later in the episode, but it wasn't just a business alliance. It's just more so in a relationship, sexual aspect. Like, well, yeah, now I got a reason. Like, I can just go fuck Haley all over now because look what she did to me. But yeah, that was just now. We have watched numerous episodes of him being a fucking sad sack for a husband. You have not been a good husband. You have not even been here. But we just take it and throw that out of the window and just make her look like that shitty, cheating ass wife. She just happened to be giving some head this episode. Since when? Since when? And then it didn't even seem like the first time. She's like, oh, you weren't supposed to be home yet. It's like, oh,
yeah. Well said. So I think the audio is kind of messing up, but no, well said. I hear you. But no, yeah, he still is whack. And first, dude, if you don't smash Autumn Haley, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. Like I know you just said that, bro. You have every right to go knock her down right now. You know, now I mean he deserves it, but at the same time, I don't want to say he deserves it. I'm on the fence with that. But at the same time, man, you should have put your foot down. She don't know what you've been doing. He should have laid his foot down and just be like, this is some BS in so many ways.
Yeah.
And he should have left her begging and crying. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Da 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 da. But she done the power done shifted to her, and she talking about you a loser. You ain't gonna win. He talking about he airing out his insecurities. I know it's my fault because your mother didn't want you to marry me anyway. She wanted you to marry the other guy that you were just sucking up. And I know this is not my house because you paid for it and I don't have any money. And your mother lets me reminds me of that all the time. I'm like, if you don't stop it and pull your pants up. Look, I'm not trying to sit here and stunt and say that I've just been so machismo, manly man all my life, or I'm just some super duper expert with women. But I ain't ever seen nothing like this before in my life. With my life, anybody I've been cool with growing up, I'm like, dude, he was just unraveling of whackness. Just like
this was supposed to be the moment for us to forget all of Andre's behavior as far as his wife is concerned, and for that battery to be put in his back, for him to run for mayor, stay there, and chugga Lisa and be with Haley. I was like, we already knew that's what he wanted to do anyway. So why make her a whole ass wife to make that happen? He could have just, left on his own accord because we know that's what he wanted to do. But just this one episode randomly, I came home. You wanted to go home, Andre. You never wanted to go home.
I don't think they was just demonizing her. I could be wrong, but I don't think they just put it like, okay, let's make her the evil villain. We
even had her flipping, Brandon. Like, well, you ain't gonna win anyway, nigga. You ain't gonna be shit. You should have just took the job when I gave it to you. And we could even give her the dignity, like, to not that it made it any better, but they weren't even under the sheets, getting caught. She's giving head. Like, come on now.
I got you. And so just to sum that up, my main point is like, how do you let your wife talk to you that way about your aspirations when you literally just got walked in on her sucking another man's penis in your bed? That there's no, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Like you no, that's, but
No.
anyway,
But
let's.
mind you, Andre was there to soften the blow because he already took the position, but he didn't discuss it with her. It was like, let me go with some flowers, maybe give her a little head real quick and let her know, baby, I'm running for mayor, so I'm gonna be down there a lot more often. You might want to move, So that it was just fuckery all around.
I like your reenactment of that. That was funny. So y'all comment about Tyra's reenactments. That's why I have her here, because it's funny. But yeah, man, he should have been telling her like, I'm running for mayor. Ain't shit you gonna say about it? Make me some food or something. I don't know. But anyway, y'all let us know what y'all think about Andre and this, because this right here, this pissed me. This made me this upset me the most is their relationship, and I was pissed at Andre. That's one of the main reasons. I'm like, I ain't no men in this show that I'm. Anyway, let's move on. Now, I was tricked by this though. I just knew that Coach was the one that sent the text message to Mercedes, like, baby, you left early. We got to finish this off. You left me horny, hot, bothered. As Farrah said, you left us hot and wet. But no, Farrah is pulling a fast one. She is the one that sent the text and was like, I got to get some more. I wanted to hate you, but you knew it. You knew it. Well, tell us about that. Also, don't be taking no pictures now. We don't need no evidence. You tripping. I like how Mercedes was like, hey, them NDAs that we signed, them non-disclosure agreements, but you snapping pictures. So tell me what you think about that. Also, the program tripping again. All my images didn't pop up, Tyra. That's crazy. But she taught. I didn't know that there was a twerk muscle. That's new to me. I don't know where that is. I guess if you hit it unlocks the twerkness. It cranks up the freakiness in you or something. I don't know. I'm probably sounding really cringy right now, but is that a thing, or is that just something? I don't know. But
don't ask me. I was like, oh, okay. I don't get paid for none of that, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but no, it was cute though. Their bonding moment, I did enjoy the sex scene. Like I said, okay, I got the images. They're right here. But she was seduced, yeah, here we go. I thought I didn't have the images. Nice nightwear. I liked all that, but this was kind of funny. It was, and I did enjoy the scene. But I think they both regretted it. And it's funny that they was like, hey, I just want to let you know I ain't never done nothing like this before. I ain't never done nothing like this before either. And how did you feel about the comment she made? Like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be crying and emoting in front of a stripper. It kind of hurt Mercedes at first, but then they got it on. So I got, how you feel about that?
Well, I could be wrong, but from the last episode with how briefly the wife was to engage, I feel like she was putting on an act like, oh, I've never done anything like this. I did not buy like this was her first whatever, because she was very comfortable. But once we saw her get the text message and how it was a lot of focus on her and the wife last episode. We got Coach, but it was just so much, and they were adamant about focusing on them, and like the wife just kind of instantly like, "Whoo, I see what you're talking about. I see why you're enjoying the Mercedes experience." So I was not shocked. I was more so shocked about Mercedes' reaction and her eagerness to follow through with it, because I was like, okay, whoa, because I felt last episode that it was unexpected for her to engage, and it was just like, well, I signed and came here for Coach, and now she's kind of, but it was like she was completely with it. And once they started the whole, loosening the muscles and the stripping and all that other kind of, playing back and forth with each other, I was like, well, we know where this is going, so you're putting yourself in a space. First of all, you're naked. You arrive, you damn near naked, Mercedes. Right. So there isn't much discretion being taken here. So I'm like, if this is the route that she wants to go, I wasn't I didn't know that she would be interested, but they seem very interested in each other. I didn't really see any regret on anybody's part. I just felt like it was like, oh, well, is this what I'm going to be doing now? The money was here, and it looked like it was more than 10 bands, if I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
mistaken.
it did look like that. I
And
tried
it's
to get
just
a yeah.
well, damn, is this what I want to do? She's giving me more than Coach did, and it's like, well, it was kind of is this what I want to do now? I'm so comfortable with what I thought this was with Coach. This is new, but nobody looked uncomfortable. It looked like the wife left that in aspects of, when am I going to see you again type thing.
I got you. I got you. I could definitely be wrong in my assessment. But y'all let us know what you think of that. I think Coach would be happy. I just knew that he was behind this, rubbing his hands, like you said a couple of weeks ago. Like, yeah, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna da 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 da. But he had nothing to
No,
do with it.
but
So,
men like that. I think he likes to be domineering. It's
oh
fun,
yeah,
when you have the power. But
yeah.
if they're going on their own, especially your wife, she's making these decisions on her own. It's just like, well, hold up, I ain't saying y'all. Like, no, girl,
Yeah,
I'm off, and this is
right.
totally different. I don't think it'll be as much amusement for him, especially if he's not included and he's not the wrangler. She's making these decisions for herself.
I hope they circle back around to that. That would be very interesting. I do want to see that. So y'all, thank you for that. Well said. Y'all let us know what you think about that right there. What Tyra just said. Is Coach gonna be mad that he's not in control of his women getting it on, or is he gonna be like, yes, this is what I wanted? Let us know, because I'm curious. I'm curious. Now, this may seem a little bit nitpicky right here, but it stood out to me when they're trying to do the renovations to the club, get on code, and they come and save the day. I mean, were they just like, I don't know nothing about transport, I guess, but they were just all riding in the back of the truck like that? Like for how long? And it just, I mean, is that a thing? Is that what people do? Just
I,
ride in the back like that? Am I
it,
tripping?
it it was just like, hey, we got your back. We got to get these renovations up and running. And you see clips like, well, what the hell? Did you just find some random African standing in front of Home Depot?
Yeah.
They really didn't go into depth about it. It was just like, hey, I know people. Like,
Right,
okay.
right. I mean, he said Wakanda and they got the vibrating, but I just want to know how long they was riding in the back of the truck like that. I mean, I'm assuming it was hot. Dude got a whole velour suit on, and I don't know. I don't know. It's not a big deal. They was just trying to get on with the episode, but we got
Oh, Toy.
yeah, Toy
Toy
over here.
looking worse.
Right, right. Why she standing like that? But anyway, like I prepare for a duel, looking but I'm sorry. But anyway, they all come together like a Sesame Street after school special and save the day. I didn't really understand this. I see house flies. I don't know which is male or female.
Hmm.
I will wound this twice to make sure I got that screenshot because I want to ask you about it. But
I thought that was in relation to like some of the women. Like I see Uncle Clifford. Is everybody out here? Like I didn't know what
got
that
you.
meant. I
Got
didn't
you.
know.
Okay. Well, the gang is back. They coming to save the day. Diamond, he pops up too. And they do that, but apparently Diamond, all the women have been eyeing him. They've been like, we want a piece of that over there. And you got your girl Big Bone over here shooting shots, doing them choosing signals, She posted
Terrible
up
acting.
outside.
Terrible fucking acting. I almost cut the TV. I was like, God damn,
Really?
girl. They didn't have around. They didn't cut and let her do it again. It
It
was
wasn't
terrible.
that it wasn't that bad. It was
Yes, it
that
was. It was bad. She holding. So what? You trying to go for this ride or what?
bad?
Like, oh God, it was terrible. It was terrible. You trying to
Really?
get in the back? You trying to get on this motorcycle or what? No, it was terrible.
She didn't do all of that.
No, well.
It was one line that was corny because he was being genuine talking about her whip. Hold on, what a thing at. Nah, but he was like, so how long you been riding? Riding bikes or riding?
All
You know,
right, man, which
yeah.
one? I don't know. You want to get on this motorcycle or nah? Like,
Yeah,
oh God, it was
it's curfew
terrible.
coming. I'm the type of girl that I don't care about curfew. You know what I'm saying? But we can break curfew all night long. I thought that was kind of cute. We can break curfew
Yeah,
all
I
night
was
long.
waiting. I was waiting
But
on their engagement because with them getting together
yeah,
in real life recently, I assumed it was, due to the show. So I figured that he was gonna make his way to Big Bone.
gotcha. I thought it was kind. I mean, I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit. Sometimes when you holler at a woman, you can be silly and corny. If like it works for me, I'm just saying, huh?
So be you trying to get on this
No, I
motorcycle
would no, I
or
wouldn't do all
no?
that. No, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like their exchange, it was a little silly and corny. I get it. She's, just like, hey, I'm being kind of dumb, But the line as far as us saying, like, how long you been riding? How long I've been riding bikes or ride? I was like, Jesus Christ, like, stop it. That was the only thing that bothered me, but. It was funny to me. I kind of I got a chuckle out of their little interaction right here. I guess you talking about you want to I can see you doing that too. You know what I'm saying? Leading this dude's song, But anyway, now y'all shout out to Diamond.
Yes.
Shout out to Diamond.
Diamond needs some affection. Diamond in his roller coaster with Mississippi, he need a hug.
Yeah. He need a hug. He need a hug. He does. And like they had a little bonding moment right here between him and Big L as well. He trying to tell him to quit. Tell him, hey man, you need to get another job somewhere. This ain't stable. He's like, as long as the pink is here, I'm gonna be here, and all that good stuff. So we
he
are.
said he has a degree in some. Like, didn't he say like he has a bachelor's
He
and
said
like
an
nobody would
associate.
hire him?
He said that he had an associate in something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, but now this is where I talked about this. The acting was it was good earlier. I was able, like when he was talking about how they saved him from getting stabbed in the kidney and the black at the bottom of the ocean and solitary confinement. That was great. And earlier when he was saying, hey, why the dude got to do something, I was feeling the acting right there. But this scene, I don't know what happened. This whole scene was just goofy to me. We got the super coon right here blaming black people for everything.
I think it was to show, because we do have Gidget earlier in the episode. They kept trying to deflect. They weren't really relating to the topic at hand, and it was just kind of supposed to. They did like a poor job of it because it was like 0 to 10. But they were trying to show within the episode, like if it was him and Guap and Gidget were taking turns, just kind of downplaying. She's like, "Oh, cut that shit off. Let's turn up the music." At which we do. I think we skip over the moment of the producer. His song is on the radio and it's like opportunity. I do like Guap from a management standpoint because he does kind of get on Lil Murder's man. Like, when is he gonna have his own, publishing? When he's like in due time, we get into that. Right. No, you need to make these things happen. What are you here for as a manager if you're not going to really do some things for him? He is not, anybody's favorite character, but he does, with all his might, look out for Keyshawn in every way possible. Even though that poster outside with the lashes was a little bit on the light skin side, he looks out, and we do have him calling him out because every episode when we have them doing something, you have Lil Murder, where my strawberries, where my sign, where's my water? Like, he's like, yeah, you don't need all that. Like, right. You do see him calling him out on that. But just as far as the Black Lives Matter and the whole the situation that happened, I'm going to say Demethrius because that's what I read. It's just like y'all are downplaying and you're not understanding, and then it's like here's Gidget, one more white person, just not understanding where we're coming from, and you have Gidget, she's a little hothead in her own right, even though Big Tech was he was doing too goddamn much, and you do see Mississippi later like that's my girl, but yeah, she needs to go, and I was really shocked.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
I was really shocked that we didn't have the same treatment for Big Tech because it's just like security or not, he's quite unstable, and if he just goes off the rails, who's going to be able to handle him? Like, he's a liability.
Right. That's what I was trying to get to these pictures. That's what they're talking about, right there. She talking about she wasn't scared, but I was thinking about what you just said, because she was like my bottom bitch, but later right here she was like, yeah, I can't talk to her about everything. How should your bottom be if you can't? Like I can't. Me personally, I just can't surround myself around people like that do not see the world as I do. I just can't. I mean, I didn't grow up that way, but I've been like that. If I have to explain racism to somebody or like, well, how does it feel to be a black person or a black? I just can't do it. I'm not saying I hate you. It's just that I'm gonna surround myself around people that that we have the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I did appreciate in that moment that he was there for her, even though, he's him. He did, he peeped that she was traumatized because, she's coming from that abusive ass relationship and everything. Tech going off the rails at that moment. She was, it felt like she was kind of, we do have a Big Tech kind of dealing with his PTSD kind of, his syndrome in the form, but you do see in this episode that Mississippi has her own personal demons going on, and it's reflected, via her relationship. She is very much so traumatized. She was very scared, but I did like that he supported her because at first I really thought it wasn't about being a manager. I thought he was just trying to get some.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
maybe use her, but he
yeah.
did say, no matter what it is, I want you to know that I'm here for you.
So
He's really
you think
really
it's
here for
genuine?
her.
You think it's
Yeah,
genuine?
at this point, because at first I just been waiting this whole time for him to try to push up on her,
Right.
but
Okay. I give you that.
it hasn't happened. So I really do feel like he is there for her in that way, and it's nice that she has that support because we do see her. I think twice in this episode she ignores Derek's phone calls.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Actually, that's some points that I went over because I had a few screenshots about some text messages that people were receiving, especially from Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes when she was waking up
Mm-hmm.
from her little
Yeah.
rendezvous.
It was for your mom is a warrior. Your
You're
mom is
right.
you see her. She's trying to
Amazing.
run for mayor now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I said, but we don't have to. Also, it was one image I had from Gidget's boyfriend, the trucker. She was like, I'm in town on Fleet. I need a bus down or something like that. It was one text message. I can't remember exactly what it said, but if it's of course it's slipping my mind, but you guys let me know in the comment section if you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're coming up to the end, and they're having this conversation, Andre and Haley, about selling the club. And
Mm-hmm.
Clifford and Mercedes are eyeing in on the conversation, and they get called out. I actually, because when he was there, when Corbin showed up earlier, first of all, I don't like that he called her a bitch. That
Mm-hmm.
pissed me off. Just another reason why I was just frustrated, and she kind of just took it. But he raised the value from 500 to a million, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, see how easy that was? If you're just going to raise the price like that, I know we're worth much more." And because he only offered a million, she wants 10 million. But we find out that she's been wanting to flip the club the whole time. Now I understand that Mercedes and Clifford, you can be upset, you have your emotions in there, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you wouldn't have no club if it wasn't for her. You
Mm-hmm.
know. Also, Haley's acting right here is not good either to me.
We
It was
found.
from everybody else, but she was like, oh well, yeah, I don't know. I it just
I'm not shocked.
what how you feel about this right here? This
Well,
little
no, I had told you last episode, and just through the episodes that we've seen, I felt like Clifford was taking too much of a back seat and trusting her to do a bit too much,
you
and
did say that.
just giving her a little too much freedom. And as you can see clearly, she doesn't have the best interest at hand. And I did say that first episode with her not really feeling like she's getting a big return on her investment, and even in the end, I don't think they got the club up to code. And at that moment, he's like, get that bill to that heifer, like give it to her.
Right,
We still don't, I'm still losing money. So it's just like, hey, it's just the club. Y'all can go, y'all, you can put the pink anywhere else. And it's just like, we don't care about that. It's about the
right,
significance of the building. But I'm not surprised. She's always been more about the money. She's not as invested in the paint as everybody else.
right,
But at
and
the end, I was like, why the fuck are y'all having that loud ass conversation right there of
yeah,
your moo ha ha ha
right.
ass footage right here? Like, yeah, yeah. It was like, I wish I had a cigarette. Like, yeah, and then we're gonna sell it. Yeah, and then you can run from there. And yeah, baby, we could team up. And yeah, I've been waiting on your wife to cheat on you and give some head in the bedroom so you could just come to me. Like, no, why it's right here.
You stupid. You like, yeah, there, yeah, you dumb. You dumb. And what's crazy is your boy almost got they almost popped it off again real quick. He almost got that kiss. He showed some dominance, like, come here, come here, woman, take these lips. I'm
Been
frustrated, I'm
waiting
horny. But
2 seasons.
Clifford coming at her cock blocking, like, damn, you couldn't wait 5 minutes, but hey, yes, 5 minutes.
How do
Well,
you feel about Patrice running for mayor?
I like it. Because that goes back to the redeeming qualities that her character, even though it was kind of corny, she was popping her booty at the chicken picnic. It was funny. I'm being silly. It was funny. But at the same time, she was standing up for black people, just saying, look, we can't be just trusting these white people. You know what I'm saying? Say no to the casino. Well, if it's not going to benefit us, you
Yeah.
know, we're going to say no. If we're going to build a casino, let's just make sure that we get something out of it too. You know, we all want traffic in a casino. Will bring traffic, but we're not just going to let you come in and build it and take over. So in that sense, if she's coming with that energy, like, you know, hey, you know, we've been dealing with corrupt politicians all these years, I can make a change. That's cool. And it's also just going to add more drama because she's going to be going against Andre. And so
Yeah.
we're going to see how that plays out as well.
Wait. And Clifford's grandmother, she's blind, correct?
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. I got it. I'm like, wait a minute. How are you able to
See?
see? That's what I was. Oh, thank you, Tara. That's what I was going to bring up right before we hit record. I was like, Tara, I have a question. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until we're recording, so I'm gonna ask. But is Loretta Devine blind or not? I don't know.
Because she saw the African, she was like, yeah, the little sexy chocolate one over there. I was like, can she see?
Yeah.
Is it like one eye? Is it like, you know, different kind of, you know, partially blind? Or, you know, because I was like, she can see.
I felt dumb. I was like, man, I'm not gonna know. People are gonna be like, Brennan, you ain't paying attention. God damn it. I'm gonna unsubscribe. And you know, because you miss every detail. Because I was like, wait a minute, I thought you was blind. But she was so checking out the dude, looking at the TV, was like making eye line contact like with voices. Like, wait, how are you able to do it? You wasn't able to do that earlier. So
yeah.
I was trying to find a picture, but I can't. I done pulled up some Young Justice stuff. But is this her right here? Yeah.
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you see or can you not see? Because you're confusing me and Tyra, you know. But anyway, y'all let us know. Because that's a mystery right there. We have to solve the puzzle. But like you were saying earlier, hey, I mean, come on, man. Why are you so emotionally involved? You know, like talking about why you didn't send me any postcards.
You didn't send me no goddamn postcard, nigga.
Yeah, it's just okay. So we're gonna see how that plays out. He's and Clifford hit him up at the end too. Like I think you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, it's like it's too much going on. Are you okay? Like it's like, oh, it's an open window now of communication, and you can see that Clifford actually cares. So which is what I said last episode. Like even if they do engage, what does that mean for Big Tech? Because I feel like he's a lot more emotionally involved than Lil Murda is. Lil Murda has been waiting for Uncle Clifford for a minute now.
Uncle Clifford just is lonely and wants some physical. That's all that is, in my opinion. But if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. Andre gets the house. She lets him know how he feels, and you know, they moving out, and like she lets him know how she feels. Excuse me. And he hits up not Clifford. God, what is the mixed guy's name?
Corbin.
Corbin. I was finna, it's not Corbin. Hits up Corbin. Hey, come to the headquarters. It's going down. And then like we at the end right here. Everybody's mad. Everybody's pissed off. Ain't nobody happy. Everybody frustrated with each other. And you know, the world's on fire. And that's the end of the episode, guys. Right there. And nobody's on the highway. And this is a lot of bodies right here. To those we lost and loved in 2020. And so it mixed up a lot of stuff in here as well in this episode. So I don't know, Tara. You did make me look at a thing or two different in this episode, but I cannot say that I just love the episode again. I like the first half. The second half, it just, you know, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable too. I don't know. It just seems like a bad look for Black people, to be honest. And people may get upset with me for saying that. It's just my opinion, though. It's just my opinion.
The Lil Murda Big Take situation.
Everything. Andre and his relationship with his wife. Farrah and Mercedes. Big Tech and Little Murder and Clifford, and just, you know, I don't know. I could be tripping. Maybe I am, but
no, I wasn't so much surprised. Like I said, it's not because everything that you mentioned, it's more of a sexual engaging like relationship standpoint. Nobody here has a healthy relationship with anybody in the show, so that's never been a rooting standpoint for me. So I wasn't so much shocked by the behavior here in this episode. Everything is quite dysfunctional all the time.
Yeah. Oh, and then you got your Roulette, you know, and her
Yeah,
you
with
know,
her
she's
brother and
right, she's,
yeah.
you know, I like the scene, like I said, with her brother and Demethrius and all the how that ties in, but at the same time, you know, you reluctant about your dick sucking lips, so it's just, you know, you look at all that, it's just like it may not be for me, so I don't know. But guys, that is going to wrap up me and Tyra's recap and review for P Valley season 2, episode 4, titled Demethrius. We will, I don't know if we're going to be back same place next time. We'll just have to see. If this is the last recap, I'm sorry, but I'll try to communicate with you guys in some capacity to let you know where I'm going to go with that. But I'm sure Tyra's gonna keep on going to the end. You know what I'm saying? So, but let us know what you think in the comment section below, in the chat. Follow us on social media. Her information is in the description box of this video. And like always, head over to my channel tab right there and subscribe to her channel. Tyra, what we got going on over here on Struggle Reviews TV for the good people out there?
Man, it's been a break. Like I've been taking a break this past week. But before this week is out, I should be posting soon. There are always constant paid reviews being dropped weekly, so those should be coming, if not today, then tomorrow. By the time this video posts, I should be posting my own individual P Valley episode, so please watch and support that. I plan on diving real deep for that. But yeah, come on by the channel and support. And if you want to really support, go on to that Cash App. Whatever movie you could ever think of, you want me to discuss it, I do that.
Bam, right there. Struggle Reviews TV. It's in the banner. All that good stuff on the screen. And me myself, I didn't do much work this week either. Excuse me, I had the cough. I just broke down all the segments from the last 2 shows in the past few weeks, and so you guys can check that out. The next movie review that I'm going to be doing, I don't know. I got to think about that. I know Thor's coming up. I'm seeing that on Wednesday, and I know your boy Eman, he got a chance to see that on the red carpet premiere. So we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. But I want to thank all of you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's Tyra, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we may see you next time.